Okay, students, we are meeting in the second video clip of merger and acquisition session. Right, in this video clip, we are going to discuss about the past paper question, one past paper question 2019 FM paper. Right, question number 3. First, let me to read out the question. Right, first two part of the questions related with the theory. Right, define the term merger and acquisition, briefly discuss any form of motives for merger or acquisitions. So you can find the answer in my from my previous clip, right, presentation. Let me to move on to the third part of the question, which is related with the calculation. Right, here X company is willing to acquire the Y company on the basis of exchange ratio 0.8. Right, in my previous examples I gave this ratio as like 3 is to 5. For A company will give 3 shares for every 5 share held in the B company. Right, instead of giving that ratio, the ratio is given as a decimal point here. Right, the relevant financial data is given below. Right, assume that P ratio will not be changed after the merge as well. Right, they are given earning after tax for two organization, equity shares outstanding for two organization, earning per share, market price per share. Right, first part is asking compute the number of shares required to be issued by the X limited for the acquisition of Y limited. Here the target firm is Y limited. Right, Y limited outstanding shares is 40,000. Right, if X company wants to buy the shares, if company wants to buy the Y company, how many shares to be issued by the X company? That is the question. Right, so with the ratio of 0.8, with the ratio of 0.8, right here. Okay, let's do it this question. Right, Excel sheet. Right, right, third question, A part. Right, shares to be issued. Right, of course it's 40,000. 40,000 is the number of shares of Y company with the ratio of 0.8. 32,000 shares. 32,000 shares. Right, what is the second question? Right, second question is, sorry, second part of the third question is, what would be the exchange ratio if it is based on the market price of a shares of X limited and Y limited? How many shares should be issued by X limited for every 10 shares of Y limited? Right, in the B part, what is required? Right, we have to do the calculation as per the market price. As per the market price, what would be the exchange ratio if it is based on the market price of X limited and Y limited? Right, in the question you can see market price of company, market price of company X, market price of company Y have been given. Right, how much? It is rupees 40. Right, and again here it's rupees 16. 16, right? First you have to find out this market ratio. Market, what would be the exchange ratio if it is based on the market price, right? So ratio will be, exchange ratio will be exchange ratio as per market price, right, equal Y company's price is 16 over X company's price, 0.4. In the same question, in the B part, is asking how many shares should be issued by X Limited for every 10 shares of Y Limited. Every 10 shares of Y Limited. So again, you have to multiply 0.4 for every 10 shares, right, into 10. So 4 shares. Okay. In the C part, right, the C part is asking what are the current price earning ratio of two companies. What are the current earning price ratio of two companies, right? You had market price per share for X company, so Y Limited and the X Limited, is given in the question. Let me to take this down. How much it is? It's in rupees. 40 and 16 and 16. Earning per share is given. 2 and 1, right? That is also in rupees. So what is the question? Question is price earning ratio of two companies. Current price earning ratio of two companies. PE ratio. Right? You know P ratio is equal, right, market price of a share upon earning per share. So accordingly, if you calculate market price of a share upon earning per share, that is equal to 20 for X Limited. For Y Limited, upon 1, it's 16. D part of the question is asking, assume that earning of each firm remains same. Calculate the EPS after the acquisition if the exchange ratio is 0.8. Right? Again, the D question is having two part, right? First part, right? You know the earnings, right? Earnings is 200,000 for X, right? For Y Limited, 40,000. Now, the question is after the acquisition, right? Therefore, earnings will be, right, 200,000 plus 40,000, 240,000. Okay, and you have to find out EPS. EPS, right? EPS is equal earning upon number of shares, right? Number of shares will be right, X company is having, right, X company is having how many shares? It's given in the question, 100,000 shares, 100,000 shares, right, plus Y company is having 40,000 shares, but they, according to the exchange ratio, right, it is 32,000. We have calculated in the A part of the question, 32,000. How it was found? How it was found? 40,000 into 0.8, right? So altogether 132,000, right? Now if you divide it, 240,000 upon 132,000, that is equal to, right, 1.82. In the D, second part is asking, right, the exchange ratio is, if the exchange ratio, the exchange ratio is based on the market price of share, what is the EPS? So this EPS is found with the ratio of, with the exchange ratio of 0.8, right? In the second part of the question he is asking, what is the EPS? EPS based on market price, right? We have already done the calculation, right? Earnings, it won't change, 240,000 upon, for company X we have 100,000, right? Exchange ratio as per the market price is 0.4. In the second B part we have done that, right? So now we have to add how many shares? 40,000 into 0.4. I'm sorry, it's 240,000 upon 100,000 plus 40,000 into 0.4, right? Something wrong, let me to do again, right? 40,000 into 0.4, how much it is? 16,000, right? X Limited already had 100,000 shares, right? X Limited after acquisition, wait, Y Limited after acquisition, $16, right? Now if you calculate the EPS, equal 240,000 upon 100,000 plus 16,000, 2.068, I think. 69. Okay, got it. Okay, 0, right? This is EPS based on market price. Moving to the E part of the question. Moving to the E part of the question, right? Calculate the equivalent EPS of Y Limited. Calculate the equivalent EPS of Y Limited, right? That is EPS after acquisition into exchange ratio, right? EPS after acquisition is 1.82, right, into exchange ratio, right, 0.8, 1.456, 1.456, right? F part of the question is asking, find the gain or loss to share the both shareholder of both companies. Find the gain or loss to shareholders of both companies in this equation. Exchange ratio is 0.8. So the apportionment of gains or losses between the two companies clearly, and if you use any assumption, mention clearly. Okay, right? The value of the firm after merge or post merge, right? How can you find it? Post merge earnings into P ratio, right? Post merge earnings, you know, right? In the D part we have done 200,000 plus 40,000, so I'll call that cell reference here. Post merge earnings into P ratio also we have calculated. P ratio also we have calculated 20, right? Okay, this is the answer we got. We will deduct, right, pre-merger value, right? X company is 100,000 into 40 rupees, Y company 40,000 shares into 16 rupees. How much? No, 100,000 into 40 rupees, right? Again here 40,000 into 16 rupees, right? totally 4640. Right. 4640. Now the difference is the gain or loss. Here it's gain, right? Gain after merge, right? So we discussed in the previous example as synergy benefit of this merger, right? How it is divided for the company X and Y, that is the next part of the question, right? Right, apportionment of two companies, right? I'll write in the short form, right? Post merger value and pre merger value, right? I move this to this cell, right? You know, X company, here we are doing the post merger, isn't it? Right, post merger value, right? After the merge, you know, 100,000 plus 32,000 shares as per the exchange ratio 0.8, right? So altogether 132,000 shares. We have done this calculation in the previous, right? D part. 100,000 for X company, for B from the Y company, 40,000 into 0.8. That is the question. Exchange ratio is 0.8, right? So X company's part is 100,000 upon 100,000 plus 32,000, right? If I put the equal sign, so I'll get this ratio, right? For the Y company, right, what would be the Y company also? Here it is, you have to put 32,000 upon altogether 132,000 shares. Okay, now if you multiply 4.8 and into 0.75 and again into 0.42, this is the portion is going to X and this is what is going to Y. This is the post merger benefit. Pre-merger we have already calculated, right? X company is having the value of 4 million, Y company is having the value of 640,000. Therefore, if you find the net value, here you will get the minus figure, right? here we'll get this figure, which means, right, company Y is benefited as because of this merger and acquisition arrangement, right? But however, for the Y company is not, this arrangement is not a profitable one. Okay, so those are the question of 2019 past paper, right? So I have done 4 examples including this past paper for merger and acquisition session, right? In addition to that, I will upload one chapter review question as well, right, for your practice. In addition to my presentation that I did in the video clips, I will have added some theoretical slides as well, something like what is the benefit of the cash payment, what is the benefit that if the arrangement is made by the share issues, something like that, right? You can go through those theoretical area, right? So with this example, I'm concluding this merger and acquisitions chapter. Thank you very much.